Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back. So as you see in the previous videos, we have been discussing up till question number 115. So accordingly in this video, we will be starting from question number 11660. The question says, what is referred to as the supreme law of land? That is question number 115, which we had done. I'm just doing a recap to it, 115. What is referred to as the supreme law of land, parliament, constitution, president, or assembly. So we have already discussed that parliament, president, and assembly cannot be the supreme law. Constitution defines all the rules and regulations applicable for the law. So the correct answer for 115 was option number C, constitution. Now moving to the fresh set of questions from 116. Question number 116 says the breaking up and decaying of exposed rocks by temperature changes, frost action, plants, animals, and human activity is called climatic change or climate change, breaking, weathering, or decay. Right. So accordingly, climate change refers to the change in temperature, humidity, all these things. Okay. This can be a result of climate change, but this cannot be termed itself as a climate change. Next, coming to breaking. What is breaking? We can say this is breaking up of rocks, but no clear definition has been given. Next, coming to weathering. What is weathering? Weathering is the explanation that is given, that is breaking up of hard or smaller particles or huge particles into smaller ones, large rocks into smaller rocks through the process of temperature change, frost action by plants, animals, human activity, or any other changes, excessive pressure. This will be termed as weather. Okay. So the correct answer we will mark here as option number C, that is weather. Next, moving on to question number 117. Question number 117 says, a motion of no confidence against the government can be introduced in Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, both A and B, or neither A and B. Okay. So what is a no confidence motion? I think every one of us are aware that no confidence motion is a motion that can be passed only one and only in the Lok Sabha. It cannot be passed in Rajya Sabha, or it cannot be passed either in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. No, that's not possible. So it will be passed in the Lok Sabha only. That's the House of Generals. In Lok Sabha only a no confidence motion can be passed. So this is a basic question that was given from the civics of our basic classes. I think class 9, 10, we have already done this part. So to do a quick recap, please go through the motions. There are various motions, no confidence motion, adjournment motions. Then we have a veto power. So you need to have a recap of all those things. So the correct answer to this is option number B, that is Lok Sabha. Next, coming to question number 118. Ministry of Human Development was created in 1951, 1953, 1985, or 1987. Okay. So the correct answer to this is yes, you have to go through and remember all the dates. I do understand that dates are a little puzzling, but a few important dates have to be remembered always. That is, for this, the Ministry of Human Resource Development was created in the year 1985. So the correct answer is 1985. Next, coming to question number 119. 119 says Dickus are outsiders, insiders, children, or senior citizens. Now, who are Dickus? Dickus, it's a colloquial term. So, in the colloquial term, Dickus were told as outsiders. Okay, outsiders who did not belong to the same clan or to the same territory. They were outsiders that invaded from outside, and they were not considered as a part. Okay, so they were considered as outsiders. So the colloquial term of Dickus means outsiders. Next, coming to question 120. 29th March 1857 is a significant date because Mangal Pandey was hanged to death. Mangal Pandey was sent to prison. Mangal Pandey fled prison. Mangal Pandey killed the officers. So you can very well understand that this 1857 is very much related to Mangal Pandey. Yes, Mangal Pandey was not hanged to death that day itself, that is 29th of March 1857, a great day in history, or you can say a remarkable day in history, a black day in our history, Indian history, because Mangal Pandey was sent to prison on that very day. Okay, and there were various revolts and riots all over India because of his being sent into prison. So we will mark option number B as the correct answer. Mangal Pandey was sent into prison. Next, moving to question 121. Which of the following is not categorized under the Himalayan earthquake? Utkarshi earthquake, Kagra earthquake, Bhuj earthquake, or Delhi earthquake? A very intelligent question. We know Utkarshi earthquake. If you have some knowledge about Utkarshi earthquake, yes, it was a part of Himalayan earthquake. It was the range of Himalaya covers Uttarkashi. So if you have ever visited Uttarakhand or you have any knowledge of Uttarakhand, you will come to know that Kashi is a part of the Himalayan range. So Uttarkashi earthquake will definitely fall under Himalayan earthquakes. That means the part of Himalaya that was in Kashi. So there was an earthquake on this, and yes, it's a part of Himalayan earthquake. Kangra earthquake also, same here. Kangra earthquake was also part of Himalayan earthquake. Delhi earthquake was also a part of earthquake. Yes, Himalayas are not in Delhi definitely, but the effect was there in Delhi. So because of the mountains in Himalaya, there was the cause of the effect was uh, elongated till Delhi. So that is why we will say Delhi earthquake was still a part of Himalayan earthquake, but Bhuj is completely in a different area apart from Himalaya. So Bhuj earthquake was not a part of Himalayan earthquake. So question number 121 gives us the correct option as option number C, that is Bhuj earthquake. Coming to question 122. Dash, a great scholar of Sanskrit, felt that Hinduism was oppressive towards women. Sri Narayana Guru, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, M.G. Ranade, Pandita Ramabai. So, do we agree to this or no? Yes, we will have to, because in those times it was quite oppressive towards women. We were not given, women were not given the equal rights as of men. And yes, it was felt so, and it was not only felt, but various steps were taken to overcome all this, to give equality to women, or to give at least some education so that women do also have a say in the society. So in this regard, we will say Pandita Ramabai. Pandita Ramabai was a great scholar of Sanskrit, and it was felt that Hinduism was very oppressive, or Hinduism did not give equal opportunities to the women. It was Pandita Ramabai. We'll mark option number D is the correct answer, that is Pandita Ramabai. Next, coming to question 123. Burning of fossil fuels, causes of global warming, reduces global warming, releases oxygen, none of the above. Now, this is a very basic question that is being asked. Burning of fossil fuels. You know very well what fossil fuels are, coal and all. So if we burn them, definitely that will never reduce global warming, because that generates heat. And when heat is generated, global warming increases. We cannot say global warming is decreasing. So burning of fossil fuel also does not release oxygen, because that's not a composition of oxygen itself, rather it's a composition of carbon. So it will release carbon dioxide, which is very, very harmful for the atmosphere, and the composition gets disrupted. None of the above, let's leave it. So causes of global warming is the correct answer. So the more we burn fossil fuels, the more increase we will get in global warming. So this is why we are trying to shift from fossil fuels to some other sources of energy, solar, wind, and so on. So Option number A will be the correct answer. Burning of fossil fuels causes global warming. Next, moving to question 124. Which incident in the history of the Indian freedom movement made Tagore angry and made him renounce his knighthood? Partition of Bengal, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Simon Commission, Morley Minto reforms. Now coming to this, Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore had been uh, blessed with the title of knighthood by the British. But when he was about to accept this, a tragic incident happened which shook the entire India. We came to know that the British, if needed, can be this cruel, can be this inhuman. So that was not the partition of Bengal, because partition of Bengal happened later on. And that was quite obvious that partition will definitely happen. So that was not a shock to us. Simon Commission also no, but Morley Minto reforms was to a certain point it was constitutional. But the Jallianwala Bagh massacre that happened, and several, we can say most of them were, 90% of them were actually not even aware of what was happening. There were children, there were old people, and without any warning, when every one of them were killed without any fault or any crime of their own. So this entire incident that happened, so this actually shook the entire India. And though it was said it happened to a certain place, but it was not limited. The effect or the effect of it was not limited to a certain place. It spread throughout India, and this made Rabindranath Tagore surrender his knighthood. So this was Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Next, moving on to question 125. Which of the following is a fundamental right? Right to work, right to freedom of religion, right to property, right to protection of forest and wildlife. Now we have various fundamental rights. We have 6 fundamental rights, among which right to work is not a fundamental right. Okay, that's human right. Right to property, it was included in the fundamental right previously, but later on again it was amended with certain rectifications and it was removed from this. Right to protection of forest and wildlife is not a fundamental right, but this is a duty definitely. And right to freedom of religion. Any religion we wish to choose, the government will not have any say regarding this. So, right to freedom of religion is a fundamental right that is offered to all Indian citizens by our Constitution of India. So, the correct answer to question number 125 is option number B. So, we have discussed up to question 125. In the next section, that is section E, as you can see, it's intelligence. We will be discussing. And for other reference, all the previous questions have been discussed in the videos made earlier, so you can refer to them. In the next videos, we will be covering up from intelligence section. So thank you everyone. I hope all the questions I have covered here have been well understood. Thank you so much for patiently hearing me out. Thank you.